Ladies and gentlemen, the boat is back afloat, coming at you on Sunday night, August 16th, live and direct. Again, the boat is back afloat out of Austin, Texas. It's your boy Michael Smith, aka Smitty. Fellas, tap in.
Hey yo, it's Marcus J tapping in from Dallas, Texas. I'm back home, or I'm back from home. Stopped in Chicago for a bit. Happy to be back here.
And it's Darius, man. Ferg coming from that town, Midwest, man. It's been crazy here with all the flooding and stuff going on. There's been a lot of different areas flooded out close to us. So been a little crazy here.
I don't believe it, man. They tried to tell me that we were held up in the airport for storms, and I waited 5 hours. I
Bro,
got to Chicago. All I saw was dry land.
but I mean, you think about like if it's thunderstorms and you 30,000 feet in the air and get hit by lightning, you're in a big metal freaking can opener. So I mean, do you want to get hit by lightning while you're 30,000 feet off the ground?
It's
I
fair,
would.
fair point.
Yeah. So y'all believe it.
Fair point.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I mean
mean
it's no, you go,
delays
Mike.
delays are inconvenient, but I would rather them delay me than try to fly me out in bad weather.
Exactly.
Because I remember the worst turbulence I've had. Honestly, we were on our way back, and this was family. We were traveling back from Kentucky in 2024. And I remember it was during the Michigan versus Washington game, national
Mm.
championship, because we had to fly through Houston. There were a ton of fans getting into Houston for that game. And we got delayed. We were supposed to get out at like noon. We ended up flying out till midnight that night. But the whole way, it's a 30-minute flight. But I'm glad the boys were asleep because the whole way it was just like
Oh
Yeah.
no.
See?
I
No,
felt like I felt like I was gonna throw up. I was so anxious.
yeah, that's it. Like you like I've been on a flight, man. When you get hit with that turbulence and you feel the whole thing rock, you just like, yo, God, not like this. Not like this. Not like this.
Some
No,
sometimes
it like the weather, even when I was driving back, like at one point I was driving, it was raining so hard, like I legit like, yo, I'm gonna have to pull over because I couldn't see.
oh, it's really been
So
like that.
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like the weather's as you know, the government they need to lay off the weather machine, man. Like they broke it or something because they were like even like 3 minutes from us. It's like it's an apartment complex, a park where they have a farmer's market and it's a Kroger right across the street.
Hmm,
All of that right now is underwater.
hmm,
All of it. Like
hmm.
we drove over a bridge and you can see the river. I'm like, yo, I'm surprised the river ain't take over the bridge. Like it's crazy. Like
No,
how it's so
we need some of that over here. My grass is dead. The good thing
Yeah,
about it
so
is I don't gotta cut it, but it's dead.
yeah, it's wicked out here right now, man.
yeah, we got 100 every single day this week. It's going to be over
Yep.
100. So
That's what I'm
Facts.
saying.
it's
Like
August.
that's what I'm saying. Like some people is like it's like you getting flooding, and some parts of it is like dry. It's,
You
it's
gotta pick a struggle. I've chose my
Yeah.
struggle. Triple degree weather.
Marcus, you probably realize this when you moved to Texas, but like June and July is hot, but August is the hottest month in Texas. But
Crazy.
then, but then
Crazy.
two, a lot of places that it gets hot, like Missouri, like Indiana, it gets hot, but it cools down at night. Texas does not cool down at night. It's
Nope.
still
dang.
99, 100 at night. You walk outside and start sweating.
Yeah, I'm
Cause
cool on that.
yeah, it's decently dry though. I be sitting outside at night. It doesn't get cool. It don't hit 70s, nothing like that. Stays high 90s, but it's dry, so I'm cool with it.
See, nah, that lets me know, bro. Like I've never been a fan of places where it's like one consistent temp. I don't trust places that don't experience all seasons because I feel like
You don't
they're
trust them? You don't
no,
trust them?
no, because it's always it's kind of like what to give up all 4 seasons. What am I getting? I'm getting something. Either you get more tornadoes, you get more
Yeah,
hurricanes, you either get more earthquakes. I'm getting something. I'm just
yeah,
not getting good weather. What am I
that's
getting?
fair.
And I need to know
That's
that.
fair. That's
And if
fair.
I'm getting one of those things, I'm cool. Y'all can keep that. I'll
That's
be
why
I'll be I risk getting frostbite for 3 months just to know ain't no freaking tornado mess around gonna hit me. I'm good on that. I'm
yeah,
cool
that's
with it.
I mean you got to pick a struggle. I don't complain because I chose the hot here so that I can avoid the winter there.
See, respect.
I'm not gonna
I,
complain.
yeah, and you know what I do? I'm just like, I just gotta go get some more boots. It's what it is. I make peace with it. I just gotta go get some more boots. I mean, it has been some like tornado warnings here, but I haven't seen one. I'm cool on it, so I'm like, yeah, we good.
Fair enough.
Well, I know we're talking about our travel troubles and the weather. The reason we had these travel troubles this past week was because we attended the fall off tour in Chicago on Tuesday night. I got a gash on my head to prove it. It's healed up mostly now. I've been putting Neosporin on it every day. But
That
we're
man
going to
got
talk about.
beat up at the concert. We didn't even know.
I'm sitting there dabbing my head with a towel because I got blood coming out my head. But needless to say, it was a good time though. Definitely good to see everybody in person, not just on a Zoom screen or through text message. But yeah, let's talk about the after the let out. We went to see the Fall Off Tour, see J. Cole on Tuesday night, night one of 2 nights in Chicago. I mean, all of us on this pod, I got my Dreamville shirt on, but I say me and Darius more so than Marcus have been J. Cole fans since like the mixtape days. Marcus
Don't
is
do
a
that.
is a fan. I'm just saying
He
it.
said, "Don't do that."
I'm saying you're a fan. I remember the early days of like J. Cole opening up for Jay-Z,
Yeah,
and
Just
we were
because I
kind of
didn't know y'all at the time, there was a year removed from when I knew
fair.
J. Cole, and I knew
but when
J.
I
Cole.
but when I
I
first
knew
when I
J.
first
Cole
met you
before I knew
though,
y'all.
okay, fair. But when I first met you, like Wiz Khalifa was almost up there with Blue for you.
I would say J. Cole is it's equal now. Favorite all
Mm,
time. J. Cole, Wiz. I've known
okay.
y'all for 15 years. I've known J. Cole for 16. So don't do that.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
fair. That's fair. Because I mean, yeah, we was when Simba came out, grown Simba, and you know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
like well he was saying he would call himself the hypnotist at one point. We ain't heard that stuff, but no, yeah,
Yeah.
it was a dope time, man. I feel like it reminded me that I am not in college anymore.
Yep.
That's what it reminded me. It reminded me that crap, I'm all of 37, bro. Like I was exhausted. And I know y'all was talking about like, oh man, we're gonna go out after. And I'm like, I am not, I'm going home. Like
Same.
I'm tired. Like
Yeah,
I want to
we
go
got back to
sleep.
we got back to that hotel, and Marcus and Darius was gonna go out, or Marcus and Brandon was gonna go out.
Brandon.
Excuse me. I was like, bro, it's midnight.
It's midnight. Not only is it midnight, it's one in the morning my time. Like I was on
Yeah,
Indy time. And then I'm thinking
yeah.
like, yo, I gotta work tomorrow and I gotta drive back. Bruh, I got to my brother's house. I didn't even get under the covers. I just laid across the bed and just threw the blanket on my legs. Like that's how tired I was. It just reminded me, man, like, yo, like 17 years ago, that'd been nothing. Like, let's keep rocking. Nah,
Hmm.
I could. I'm not built for that no more, man. And I'm not too proud to. I'm not too ashamed to admit it. I'm not built for that.
There were a couple things to remind us of our age there, and it started where it actually started. There was no guarantee we were getting to that concert that day. Oh yeah, we're gonna put it out there. A large part of our night was finding the tickets. Pre-concert was finding the tickets to get in, and we're not gonna put our boy out there, but we're gonna put him out there. He the oldest one in the group. He pulled up the email, and the email wasn't as simple as it used to be. Way
It-
back, you could just get a ticket from Ticketmaster, have the paper versions in your hand. Things have ramped up. You had to get an app. The app was not ready when we got to the line. And then he found out that you got to accept the ticket prior to it, and it comes in two different packages on the app. I don't know if that makes sense to the listeners, but it didn't make sense
no,
to us because we done went through the metal detectors, sat there while all these young folk are walking through, looking at us. We had to go back around the side to the Ticketmaster booth. The Ticketmaster booth is going to tell us that this is Ticketmaster's problem, not his problem, even though he works at the Ticketmaster booth. And then we spent another 10 minutes trying to figure out, all right, who gonna sit out while we worked with the Ticketmaster guy to get the tickets. Thankfully, all five of us got in, but there was a part of about 5 minutes where we were deciding who's gonna sit out, and it was just gonna be four.
Felt like Armageddon when they were drawing short straws and Bruce Willis stayed behind.
nah, yeah, no, man. I feel like that was no him, man. That was all. Cause I mean, I think any of us, if I buy 5 tickets, I expect
Yeah,
all 5 of my tickets to come at the same time. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
expect
yeah.
you to break it
Facts.
up. So I feel like, think about it like that's not on us. It's like, well, whoever is on, like that's a third party. Well, y'all need to, get y'all third party agreements together. Because it doesn't make sense. Like as a consumer, I have to make sure that, I'm saying, I got all the emails. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
I just remember all of us like, yo, you got the tickets? Yeah, I got the tickets.
A couple
And I think
times.
we actually couple
A couple
So it was
times.
funny because we did
I
actually
asked him
couple
first,
times.
that's for sure, about
It's
an
funny
hour
because
before.
it's funny because we got the tickets back in what March, and the whole time I'm thinking I ain't seen not a nail ticket, but I'm just gonna trust. I'm just gonna trust
I
when we get
did.
there. When we get there, you love Jesus, so I'm gonna trust that those tickets are on your email. Because
Yeah.
if you didn't love Jesus, it could have been a well,
Oh
fellas,
man.
got my money. You
Yo,
mean
I
you mean I got my ticket. I don't got your ticket.
yo, I
He
did
said
think it was funny.
I bought an $800 ticket for me,
We
front
was
row.
at
Yeah.
we was at Harold's Chicken Joint an hour before. I said, yo, who got the tickets? Jay's like, yeah, I'm good. And then about 30 minutes before, somebody else said, you got the tickets, Jay? Yeah, I'm good.
Yo, I just thought about like, dang, like maybe we should have pulled the tickets up just to make sure, bro. I think it was funny, man. I thought it was funny, man. It made it funny, man.
Oh
Because he
man.
he does it like, oh man, like yeah, he was super like, yo, I stay out. Like, no, I'm not about to let you stay out here, bro.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah, I would I
Mike,
wasn't tripping about it. I
Mike
was
was
like,
absolutely
being,
not.
yeah,
at the
Mike
end of
was
it,
being old. Mike, like, I'm tired already.
Yo,
I was
yo,
like, if
that's
you need somebody,
real.
I was like, I'm like, once we got in there, I'm glad I went. But it got to the point where I was like, dude, like I got Harold's chicken, I'm good.
Yo, that's how it is. Because it's funny. Like I remember sitting there, and I was like, yo. I can go to sleep. I think I yawned. Like I feel like my body gave me a warning. I yawned the first time and I got that warning. Then that second yawn came. I was like, okay, you telling me it's time to wrap it up. But
Oh
yeah, I
man.
was tired,
When they had the opener, I was like, man, we got to get to the real thing because I'm like nine
I'm
o'clock's
fake.
hitting. I'm tired.
Y'all,
I'm
y'all
tired.
don't know. We had the first row of the second level, which was a lifesaver because we got
Hmm.
to sit down whenever we decided.
Yeah,
We didn't
yeah.
have
Yeah.
to worry about the people in front of us sitting down, so we can sit down. So every time there's like a little lull where he did a little monologue, we was like, all right, about
All
that
right, bro.
time.
Go grab some
Hey,
pie.
right. Hey, Cole, love you, big dog. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off my feet real quick. My feet was hurting and stuff. I was like, bro. I'm like, yo, I'm just not built for late nights no more, man.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's one thing. I don't know if y'all do this. I feel like when you at home, when I'm at home, just kind of kicking it, I can tend to stay up a little bit longer before I hop into bed. But then it's like, it's funny. Like, even then, I'll say, I'm like, man, I'm about to stay up. And he's like, the second I sit down, my body like, brother, go get in the bed. I'm like, you right. You
yeah.
right.
All
You
the
right.
time. There's times like I'll be watching it, like I'll have a show that I'm watching on the side outside of the show that like we're watching together. And I'm like, man, after this show, I'm gonna go watch my show. After this show, I'm gonna go play one game of college football. I don't know, but we get halfway through the show that we're watching, and I'm
Mm. Like you start
slumped.
Bro.
doing their days off. I'm listening.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Like, bro,
Well,
I'm done.
let's talk about the actual tour itself. What was y'all's favorite part of the concert?
Oh man, I feel like yeah, I lost some songs, like GOMD was dope, Fire Squad, Two Face. Like, don't get me wrong, I thoroughly love the Fall Off tour. You know what I'm saying? But I thought it was kind of cool even how he opened it up, you know what I'm saying? Because I know he did that at a couple concerts where he appeared in the crowd.
Yeah,
So I'm like, man, that'd been dope, man, to be one of the people in that crowd, you know what I'm saying? Like to be in the section that, he kind of kicked up. I feel like Cole just, he kind of comes off as just like a man of the people. So I always
Yeah.
dig
sure.
that. I thought it was dope.
Yeah, I'm surprised too because I would have thought I don't know if he like told him like shh, 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 like or if it was just
Yeah.
so dark around him that you would have thought there would have been screams of people around where he was at, but they just kept it cool and the light came down on him and he just started going off with the tour on that part because I feel
Yeah.
like somebody would have given it away. You would have thought.
Yeah. I do feel like certain songs hit better in a concert. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the whole thing, like, hands in the air.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, for
like,
sure.
Yeah.
like that
Hmm.
hit, that
Even the
hit
let out,
hard.
like I like the let out,
Yeah.
but I think even back in like early in our text chain when we're talking about it, we're like the let out is going to hit in a concert.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it delivered, man. I know people don't look at Cole, like, Cole kind of get the usual, like, man, he's boring. He don't really do anything that wows you. But I'm just like, man, what do y'all want these rappers to do? Like, if I
Yeah.
want an entertainer, I will go see an entertainer. You know what I'm saying? Like I would go see a Chris Brown. I would go see Usher because I look at them as entertainers on top of being what they are. I
Yeah.
look at Cole as a rapper who can give you a little bit of entertainment, but I'm like, I'm going here to strictly vibe with the song and vibe with people who appreciate the song.
And something Brandon said too that resonated is that he was rapping the whole time. It's
Whole
not a
time.
Mhm.
bunch of like mumble rap and it's not a bunch of
Yeah.
like, I don't have to be engaged with the crowd. He really is like a storyteller in his raps. And
Yes.
he really
He
is like
is.
he delivers bars in his rap. So he has to be on top of entertaining, he has to be on it mentally to be able to keep up and spit the bars and tell the story. Cause even Quick Stop, like I like that song, but hearing it in person,
Yeah.
it felt like it had another level hearing it in person.
Yeah, it felt like it was it was like it's almost like, and I mean I feel like every time I hear that song, I always get the visual of I can picture
Yep.
him
Yep.
driving through the city, listening to T.I., stopping at the gas station, and somebody like, oh shoot, that's Cole, and having this monologue with him, like, yo, I remember when I kind of like
Yep.
connected with you. Because I don't know if you guys saw like the documentary where he was driving around the Honda giving out like real copies of a tape.
Yep.
And like one guy,
Mhm.
I think he was in Foot Locker, and the guy was just kind of telling him like kind of how the albums was hitting him. Like it's a story, and I see the progression. I'm just like, yo, like that's what I want. When I'm a fan of an artist, I want to be able to go on this journey with you. You know what I'm saying? I want to be like, yo, like I remember listening to the Come Up and then a warm up. I remember like I still have those stories when we were driving to Lawrence, Kansas before Friday Night Lights came out. I feel like even Johnny P. Caddy, I thought that hit crazy. And for a shorty to be in that audience, man,
Yeah.
she went
Yeah.
bar for
Bar for
bar.
bar.
Oh my
I'm like,
God.
that was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He picked a super fan out in the crowd and he's like, don't raise your hand unless you know the words to the song. He said, don't raise your hand. Don't make a
Yeah,
fool of yourself. And this girl had the ad libs. She was
bruh.
she went crazy. They picked the right person. He's like,
She
she was
she
going crazy in the back the whole
she
time.
was zipping her lips when it was when the N word would pop up. She
Yo,
wasn't
she
like she was
good
on it.
she
thing. She must have
She
been
was on
she
it.
practicing in the mirror before.
bro, I remember she at one point she said, when he said, that just mean I ain't comfortable with y'all is like she was going to she said, step out the booth that felt like I just stepped out of my shoes. I like, oh yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
like Shorty was
oh,
performing.
She
I'm
was
like,
yeah,
she killing it.
she was definitely going off. Yeah. And I think too one my favorite one, I think because Love Yours is probably it's not the hit of like a the entertainment value of like radio replay all the time, but I just feel like I love that song because it's just such a real song that like resonates in this in the sense of like no such thing as a life is better than yours. So I feel like
yeah.
seeing that song live and then seeing No Role Models live because those I feel like were the two songs I was waiting on. So
Oh,
that was for
definitely.
me. That was for me to highlight. I could go and say all types of songs were highlights, but I have to say those two were my biggest
Yeah.
highlights.
I'm still mad though, because I got the Love Yours shirt and I didn't wear it.
You
Because
didn't wear it. Dang.
I like wore it the day before and I'm like, crap, it's dirty. And I didn't even think about it. I was just kind of like all over the place. So I was kind of sick. But I feel like Love Yours is one of them songs where it like Love Yours, License, like it ain't like those cat like attention grabbing type songs. But like it's
Hmm.
one of them reflective songs. Like, yo, like, dude, you just got like your life. And what do you say? Ain't no such thing as a life that's better than yours. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all
Good
subjective.
news is you came a long way. Bad news
Bad
is you
news
went the
is
You
wrong
went the
way.
wrong way. It's like, yo. So yeah, no, I thought it was dope, man. I thought the concert was dope. I feel like Cole is an artist, man, where I'm just like, Cole can be done with this album. He can come out with an album, he can come out with another album, he can do another tour. And I'm like, he's one of them guys I'm like, I always go to a Cole concert.
Yeah, and so it was amazing. I thought the track list was dang near flawless in terms of
Hmm.
mixing the fall off with his old hits.
Yep.
There's
Yeah.
maybe two songs I was like, man, I wish he did those songs, and it was just Lost Ones
Oh yeah.
and then there was one other song off the album. Oh, I Love Her Again, which he played at the end after we were
Yeah.
filing out.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
like I couldn't take out any songs that I would replace those with. Like
Yeah.
it was almost like the perfect track list. He's got so many hits. You just want him to keep going and going. And I think the thing I was surprised about was, and we talked about this on the way going in, but how diverse his crowd was. Like I'm
Yeah.
thinking it's about to be old
Yeah.
heads like us, and we
Yeah.
get in there, it's young guns. It's you know, young adults, teenagers,
Yeah.
20-year-olds,
White, black,
something.
emo,
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the
Y
above.
ns, O
And then
ns.
you just
Yeah.
kind of realize like, it's just real hip hop heads across
Yeah.
Chicago, across the US. just in general and stuff. So
Who,
it was
who do you
cool.
who do you think who else do you think could put together a performance like that? Like or bring a concert like that. And I'm not saying he's the
Yeah,
greatest
yeah,
person to
yeah.
give a concert, but
Uh-huh.
who else? Like I feel like one concert I would love to go to just because I hear he's a great performer. I've never been to a Drake concert. And I feel like a part of me want to go to a Drake concert.
I'd
I
probably
feel
be
like,
pissed off by Drake fans because they would
yeah,
definitely be hitting that hard that N word without editing it out. I feel like J. Cole fans are conscious, and
yeah,
that
Fair.
girl was a representative of
yeah.
how
Yeah.
conscious you could be.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair.
If it was Drake, like nothing was the same and before,
Oh, that,
then it
yeah,
would be a
yeah.
certain type of crowd. If it's like this new school Drake, it's gonna be a bunch of like girls that are just there just to see Drake.
Yeah.
I feel like Kendrick would give us a surprisingly diverse crowd, and I feel like another conscious crowd. I feel like Kanye would give a diverse crowd. I
Kanye,
feel
for
like
sure.
Jay-Z,
Mm,
Nas is not as big as J. Cole is, but I feel like he's another one that like people that
Yeah.
love Nas, and they will show up for him. So
That's fair.
just off the top of my head, those are a few.
Yeah, and I've been to a K Dot concert with like him and SZA at Soldier Field.
uh-huh.
Mm,
It was fire. Like
Yeah.
the GNX for the GNX album,
Oh man.
killed it,
yeah.
killed it. Yeah, I mean for the
Uh,
GNX, I mean it was crazy.
Wiz, Wiz Khalifa, surprisingly, I won't say surprisingly, I feel like he would have like all ranges of people
I
because
can see that.
he's got the weed heads,
He
he's
probably
got
had some
like,
60-year-old hippies in there vibing.
yeah.
Yeah, true.
I don't know how much he still has like new fans, but
Uh,
like 25, 30 and up, I feel like you would see like white, black, Asian,
yeah,
like
yeah.
any type of anything across the color
Yeah.
spectrum.
True.
Oddly enough, I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan of Wiz
Uh-huh.
because I don't want to be. It's just I've never followed his career and listened to
Same,
his music.
same. I was
But like
cushion orange juice. I was, but yeah,
yeah.
not as much after.
Yeah, like if a Wiz track came on, like I wouldn't turn it. I'm like, oh, let's listen to this. But yeah, man, I don't know what other concert. I mean, we about to go to another concert next week, but I don't know who else. I'm trying to think like hip hop, man, that's coming up.
Yeah.
You going to
Just make sure you in the upper deck.
that Usher and Chris Brown joint.
Make sure you're in
Yeah,
the
I
upper deck.
mean, yeah, I just but it's, it's funny, man, because I mean, you get like I get why ladies are going there, but I'm like, yo, if I'm going there, I genuinely like the guy's music. I like their music. Like I'm a fan of their catalog. So that's what I'm hearing. And plus, I feel like Chris Brown is probably one of the best entertainers of our
Gotta
generation.
be, gotta be.
Yeah.
And like he has to be up there. So it's like, yo, I gotta see Buddy. Like I gotta see I've seen him before, and I'm like, yo, this dude is just
Super talented.
he's 37 like I am. Like we
Yeah.
the same
His knees still
age.
work, everything.
His knees are crazy. I'm like, kudos. Like just off that, I'm a fan. I'm just like, brother, yeah, that was a wild thing. But I'm just the brother the brother can still perform.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah, we
saying? As
got
far as flipping and stuff. But yeah,
we
yeah, the
got you.
knees are yeah, I know
Hey,
I,
don't try to say we got you, Darius. That was you that started that one.
that
I
was
said his
crazy.
knees work. He said his knees are amazing.
Yeah, that was wild. That was wild. My fault. My fault.
Blow the
That's
whistle.
a
Blow the
that's a
whistle.
flag on the play right
Flag on
there.
play.
Oh Lord,
Well, hey,
Jesus,
let's transition from one legend to another.
facts.
bro.
On Wednesday morning, I was riding the blue line up to O'Hare Airport and got a notification that the Brodie, Russell Westbrook, had retired after 18
Hmm.
seasons. So
Hmm.
I know KD has him and KD had a tumultuous relationship over the time, but KD gave him his flowers in a post. But I think he's one of those dudes that I don't think we didn't fully appreciate him while he was here. Now that he's in a career standpoint, but I think after he retires, you kind of look back. I'm saying in masses, not people on this podcast, but
Hmm.
I feel like people will respect him and give him his flowers the way that he deserved now that he's retired. So with that, let's go ahead and throw some roses um, on Russ's career.
Man,
Yeah, for sure. Like, not a lot of slander. I'm not gonna. There's no slander at all.
you bet not.
I'm definitely not. He
You
deserves all
bet
the
not.
flowers. This is one of those times just to appreciate. And I'm a Westbrook fan, so I have good things to say. And the things that probably come to my mind is he never got enough credit as he's probably one of the greatest floor raisers in his prime. Like There was a period when he was going through that MVP season and about 3 seasons after that where I felt like you can put him on the 15th seed in any conference and he would get them to the playoffs. Like
Hmm.
that Thunder team that he got to the 6th seed that he won his MVP, go back and look at the lineup. Like they had Victor Oladipo was great, but he was a young pup at the time. Um, and then when he played with the Wizards,
Washington. Yep.
Washington, like that team wasn't great either. And Bill had his 2 best seasons.
Yep.
He essentially got Bill that crazy contract, that max contract. So I give him a lot of flowers for being a floor raiser, and then he's got to be one of the greatest creators. Um, I, there's a lot of elite passers. He might be the or one of the best creators because his passing is above average. It wasn't
Yeah.
John Stockton level, but the fact that he was able to average 10, 11 assists over and over and over was kudos to his ability to get people open and just
Hmm.
blow by people and make sure he always found somebody like elite. So shout out to him.
Yeah. No, man. Like I'm with you, man. I agree with all that. I mean, it's well documented, brother, that I'm a fan of Brodie. It's
Hmm.
well documented. Like I don't care. Even when people try to say, "Well, that was Westbrook, brother," you ain't gonna. Hey, there is no Brodie slander around me. You know what I'm
Yeah, that's
saying?
facts.
I feel like it's the same respect I would give D Rose. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no slander of these dudes around me. Just because I feel like for everything, as much as people like, well, KD may have been the better talent. I'm just like, I will always be like, fam, you can't ride his coattails and then say, no, now you got to take a back seat. You know what I'm saying? I think you got to have a guy like with a guy like Russell Westbrook. I think Russ, you got to have a guy that's gonna go through a wall with him. And as much as I like KD, I just don't think KD has that personality. KD just has the personality like, yo, I'm gonna be cool, I'm chill, and I feel like Russ needed somebody just like him to kind of, yo, we going through this wall come hell or high water.
Yeah,
And I feel like with Russ, man, like for all the flaws, people like, well, he can't shoot, he can. I will take Russ 9 to 10 times out of 10.
hmm,
A lot of times. You know what I'm saying? Just because for everything that he's short in, like you said, one of the best creators I know for 40 minutes, he gonna give you everything he got. And I'm like, I feel like sometimes that gets overlooked because
yeah,
I think to average a triple double, what he did 4 times,
yeah, something crazy.
it was great. He did it so much to where
Stop
they,
talking about it.
people they started criticizing, but he just stat pad. It's like, yo, to get a rebound, that's an effort. That's effort metric. To make an assist where like, yo, I'm gonna pass you a ball to where you can score. You ain't got to do nothing else, but I'm gonna get you buckets, brother. Like that's IQ and effort. You know what I'm saying? To score, just straight will. And I feel like he did it so much to where he made it feel regular.
Yep.
He made it feel just like it was just nothing. So now people try to downplay it. I'm like, yo, how many ti- how many times have LeBron averaged a triple double? How many times has Joker averaged a triple double? How many times has Kobe averaged a triple? Like these are some of the greatest players in the game. It's like, yo, I don't know how many times they averaged a triple double, and he did it 4 freaking seasons. So I don't know, man. I feel like
Joker's a bad example though, because he has.
He's done it
uh,
twice, I think,
he's
right?
done it twice, but he ain't did it 4 times. Like he's
Yeah.
done it twice, but he ain't did it 4 times. So I feel like Joker's not even a I feel like Joker's he's not a bad example. I feel like, just like the way he did it. Like but even the way Russell did it, we don't really talk about Joker average triple double. It's like, oh man, he averaged triple double,
That's that's very fact. Yep.
and then we just kind of move
Happened.
on.
Yep.
That's because of Russ. Russ made it so normal to where people just like, okay.
Yeah,
But we
that's
still don't get
100% true.
we still don't like, yo, that's crazy. These are against NBA players, bro. So no, man, I think Brodie gets all his praise. I'm great. I'm glad he went out on his own terms. I know he had some offers and he just like, he's gonna be done. I think I heard something about OKC signing him to a 1 day contract. I don't know how true it is. I think I read something. I really don't know how true it is. Like sign him to a 1 day contract so he could retire his jersey in OKC or something like that. I mean, I'm still honestly. I think the downside of his career, and I hate to say it, I think it kind of started going down when he got teamed up by Bron. That's just me. And I just think like
We
when your
finally can
team,
agree on something.
I like this is no knock to Bron, but I
It
think
is.
because of I think because of who Bron is, if you aren't a strong shooter, like he takes away sometimes he takes away what's really special in your game. And I think Russ is dynamic in open floor transition basketball. And I think being next to Bron took that from him, took his superpower a little bit. So I'm glad he got out of there. I'm glad he went to go. Like even in Sacramento, I think he played pretty well. They it's Sacramento, but I
Mhm.
think he still played well. Washington he played well. Houston he played well. OKC we know what he did there. So yeah, man. Congrats to Brodie, man. I'm glad you're retiring, bro. Let's see you on the podcast. I feel like Russ on the podcast would be funny,
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah,
and I feel like it'd be funny.
I think it'll always be say always, but it was definitely weird when he was no longer number zero. Like when he went to
Yeah,
Washington and became number four, and he was in Sacramento was number 18 or yeah 18. It just felt weird seeing him not be number zero.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think as far as his career goes, I mean he's one of three people. I mean to get 20,000 points, 7,000 assists, 7,000 rebounds.
Hmm.
So that alone tells you what type of company he's in. I
Hmm.
think I would say he's the most athletic point guard ever. I mean, it's a toss up probably
Absolutely.
between him and D Rose, but I think with the longevity of his
Longevity
career,
for sure.
it's hard not to say. And I think you even talk about guys that like you talk about most athletic people in sports, and I feel like he is like top of mind when it comes to it.
Oh,
Like, man,
absolutely.
I can see Russ being a running back, a receiver. Like he could probably figure out how to play baseball. Like he feels like his athleticism transitions into soccer. Like his athleticism just translates into every different sport because of who he is, and he's explosive. Just a that's what I think I'll remember him most for is just being. Yes, he put up numbers, but his athleticism made other guys not look as special as they probably were athletically. So I think
Yeah.
that's what I remember him for most. That and he was a 6'3" Giannis in the sense that
Mm, it's a
they
good
came and
comparison.
they brought it every single night. You never
Hmm.
had to worry about if
I
they
think
were gonna.
he was a legit 6'4".
Dang.
I mean, he's listed as 6'3", but what like we'll argue semantics. But like I think
Yeah.
he's 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 a point guard version of Giannis in the sense that
Yeah.
you knew what you were getting from him every single night. He raised the floor, like Marcus said, but he even raised the floor effort wise of all of his teammates just because
Yep.
you knew that if you did not bring it, just by sheer will of force, Russ was going to raise your level. So
Yeah.
So
athleticism and being just a guy that played hard every night are the things I remember most about.
something that something that goes unnoticed is um in the world of like sports friendships or the NBA friendships became a big thing over the last 10, 15, 20 years. We're friendly on the court, blah blah blah. He brought rivalries. His rivalry with Dame,
Hmm.
epic. His
Patrick Beverly,
Yeah.
Pat Bev, I'm free. Oh, obviously KD. Even though
yeah,
the Thunder were getting blocked, I've never seen KD get his shot blocked more than Russell Westbrook has. Like I think Wemby's blocked KD's shot. They said KD's been blocked, like his jumper has been blocked like 8 total times, and Russ has like 6 out of the 8 or something crazy. Like it's just a insane stat. There was that All Star game where they had to play on each other's team, and it was awkward, and KD threw him the oop. Like he's brought us some of the best rivalry moments that we've seen in basketball because like between those lines, he's just a competitor, and everybody says
Yeah.
nice guy, love to be his teammate, but between those lines, it's like, yo, you the enemy. So I appreciate that
Yeah.
a lot too.
No, yeah, I respect that because I feel like I've seen a couple like interviews with him, like especially with his wife. And you just like when you listen to you like, yo, this dude, like he just and everybody said like he just so chill. He's
Hmm.
actually like very introverted. He actually like, he just kind of want to be with his family, just chill out. But like you said, when he get on the court, it's just a switch just flips. And like I said, I respect that, man. I respect the time where it's just like, yo, we gonna compete. We're not here to be buddy buddy. I'm
Hmm.
not, you know what I'm saying? Like he'll laugh a little bit with you, you know what I'm saying? But he like, yo, I'm trying to take your head off. And like I
Yeah.
feel like you gotta respect that. I feel like you gotta respect the effort. Like I said, I feel like Russ, I became a fan of Russ when you just saw like, yo, like it's 40 minutes and he playing the same way in quarter in the fourth quarter that he did first quarter. It's 100, pedal to the metal. And as we get Russ his flowers, we give a special middle finger to Skip Bayless, who tried to put smut on that man's name. And sometimes I'm just like, bruh. And I know Russ ain't gonna do it. It's like, man, sometimes I just want Russ to just see him out in the street. Just see him and just hit him right in his chin. Cause he's like, cause I mean, like Skip was playing with his name. And I'm all for like, you ain't gotta like a player. You can critique them on the court, but don't start messing with that man's name and don't mess with that man's legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't piss on that. You know what I'm saying? Because for everything you don't like in this game, that's fine, that's fair. But don't start, you know what I'm saying? It started to get personal.
Yeah.
But I will say with freaking Russ, I just I remember his wife Nina, and I was like, man, she looks tall too. I just looked up her height. She's 6'1".
Oh,
They they
we
got a
gonna see some more
son.
Westbrooks. Yep.
He got 3 kids. I think he got 2 girls and a boy. Let me say something. If his son,
Hey man.
brother, then you better hey, look at your father's tape, bruh. If you talk about the prototypical like hard nosed basketball player, look at your dad, bro. Like if we could get a
24,
crazy
2040
version,
draft class.
bruh, bruh. I'm just excited especially when you hear like kids like NBA players like because I feel like we're gonna start seeing a wave, man. Like Steph is heading
It's a
out, Bron's
lot.
heading
Yeah.
out, KD heading out. I'm just excited, like especially with the kids. I'm just excited to see like the wave, the next generation of kids come in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure. Well, yeah, definitely could go on and on about Russell
Oh,
Westbrook and
absolutely.
his career, but we'll close it out there. But definitely had a great career. So salute to you, Mr. Russell Westbrook.
Yes, sir. Brodie, why
Fellas,
not?
this week we had the NBA schedule release come out. There were a few kind of cool. I don't know if you guys saw the Trailblazers release their schedule. They essentially had Dame making a shot, and every time he would make a shot, there was a shot clock or there was a new schedule pop up and kind of relay the games throughout him making shots. But
Okay.
we had the full schedule come out, but we're just gonna, for the sake of the podcast, we're gonna talk about games that we're excited for in opening week, and we're gonna look at their Christmas slate. So I'll go through the Christmas slate. I'm not gonna go through the full list of games on opening week, but we got San Antonio and New York, so we got a finals rematch on the opening game of Christmas. We got Miami, Boston second. We got Philly and LA in matinee, and then the night games we got OKC and Minnesota. And then we got Denver and Golden State. So first, let's go back to the games that we're most excited for to open the schedule. Give me y'all's takes on any games y'all are excited for to open the week.
It's easily the Thunder versus the Spurs, man. I'm all for that rivalry. They put that game on Christmas last year, and they played like 4 times within like I think like 4 weeks or
You
something
said
crazy.
wait, you said opening week?
Yeah, yeah, opening week.
I,
He said we're going back to opening week real quick, and then we'll do Christmas.
oh,
Um,
I thought Denver played thought the Nuggets played the Thunder.
no, no, yeah. So the Tuesday, the 20th October, Thunder play the Spurs
Oh, gotcha.
on
Okay.
a, on the first day, and then
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know who, but that's my favorite rivalry. That's like the only to me legit rivalry in the NBA right now. So I got to go with that.
Really? I'm excited to see the Sixers versus the Knicks. I think I gotta see this new look Sixers, man. I think I just gotta see how they look.
Hmm.
I got because on freaking paper they look like the Super Friends.
Yeah.
So so I gotta see how this looks.
Yeah, I guess that's what I get for going third.
Mhm.
You got Wednesday's slate, the
Yeah,
Bucks versus
yeah,
the
True.
Wizards.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna go with the two that I had. Out of the two that I had, those are the two that I'm most excited for. I think um, seeing Braun debut. First off, it just feels like it's going to look weird. I know
Mhm.
Oh, absolutely.
I know mentally he is on the 76ers. Him being in LA at first felt weird, but I just feel like I got used to it.
Yeah.
Him in Miami might have felt weird, but I don't really remember. But him in Cleveland just felt natural. But him being in Philly, it just feels weird. It's not one of those. It's a great sports town, but it's just not one of those like glamour cities. So I just feel like I'm intrigued to see him playing in Philly, like a blue collar city that's not his hometown. So that's probably the game that I'm most excited for because we're also going to see him take on the New York Knicks. I feel like I remember the LA Lakers and LA Clippers playing against each other open night when Kawhi and PG made their debut. And it felt like, man, the Clippers might run the Lakers out of the gym tonight. This one I feel like might be similar, where the Sixers may end up the better team, but I feel like the Knicks on ring night they might mess around and run the Philly out the gym that night.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like I'm excited. Like, and, not, sports is just that good reprieve. You know what I'm saying? You just look forward to people just, you know what I'm saying? Like we all had hoop dreams at one point in our lives, man. We wanted to play in a league, and then the Lord let us know, like, you only gonna be so tall, big dog. You know what I'm saying? But one thing is like I look forward, what I'm saying? Like look forward to just this next season of sports, especially hoops. I know we ain't, talk about the Bears too much, but we gonna get into that on this pod. But no, man, I'm excited to see how these Sixers gonna look. I feel like it's gonna take like the first, like, let's just say 20, 25 games to like, can they actually win a chip? Of course, a lot of stuff has to go right. You know what I'm saying? But I think I just want to see like that chemistry. Like, do they have that? How well will the chemistry be to actually make a chip run?
Yeah. Yeah, and
The
it's also that Tuesday we got a game at 2 p.m. Central Time, 3 p.m. Eastern. That is going to be weird in and of
That's
itself.
gonna be very weird. That's gonna be
Yeah,
very.
that was I actually I like that, and I mean I work at the office, so I'm not gonna be able to watch it, but I think those kind of games, like
I
you
will.
can't watch like on a weeknight when there's 10 games being played, you can't watch all
Yeah.
10 of them games anyway. So I'm actually cool with them throwing out like a afternoon game every once in a while for the people
Yeah.
to work from home, or I could rewatch the game when I get home before the rest of the game start. Like I'm actually cool with that. I thought that's, and if it's going to be any game, why not the Pistons Celtics? So,
I don't mind that. I just more
Yeah.
so it's weird. Other than like a weekend game or a Christmas game or MLK Day, you just don't see
yeah.
afternoon games most
Yeah.
times.
And I feel like honestly, I mean, I feel like the only time I'm able to kind of watch games all day is either like, I mean, now they got Thanksgiving, but like Christmas Day. Usually Christmas Day, I kind of already have in my mind, like, okay, no matter what I'm doing, from
Yeah.
12 to about 11, I'm watching basketball. You know what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying? So like you said, it's nice to have those early games where it's just like, yo, I'm just chilling. We're just gonna watch them get to it. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, I feel like that opening week always gonna be fun, man. I do feel like the East is not the weakest, not the weakest conference anymore. It's hard to say the East is, they just unequivocally the weaker conference. I feel like it's hard to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go to the Christmas games. Again, we got San Antonio, New York, Miami, Boston, Philly, LA, Lakers, OKC, Minnesota, Denver, Golden State. First, who are you most excited to see out of that slate, and then who was left out?
Yeah. They got it right this year. To me, they got it
Yeah,
right. And
yeah,
the only reason I gotta like reflect back on last year, because last year I was angry. I was mad the Mavericks versus the Warriors. I was mad the Cavs versus the Knicks, and I was mad like you can't leave Giannis out. He's a top five player
yeah,
regardless, and maybe it was the right decision because he ended up being injured. He followed the
Yeah.
script and he ended up being injured. But I was pissed about that. I was like, they got it wrong. They got it wrong. This year, I'm like, all 10 teams that play, or what is it? Two, four. It's 10 teams.
yeah.
Yeah,
10 teams.
all 10 teams that play. Those are the right ones. You got Lamelo and Ant, and maybe because I haven't seen it yet, that's the one I'm most excited for. It's the Thunder.
Yeah,
Thunder got a whole bunch of ball hawks, and Lamelo and Ant is, to me, has got to be the best or second or third best backcourt in the NBA. So that's the one I'm most excited about. OKC
yeah.
versus Wolves.
Oddly enough, man, I I think it'd be easy to say Knicks and Spurs, but I'm actually excited to see this Boston Heat game. You know what I'm
Ooh.
saying? I'm the
Ah,
Heat and Boston. I'm curious. I just want to see, like, because I feel like by that time you got about what, roughly 2 months. The teams have been kind of like formed. So I'm excited to see how Tatum looks. Well, now, hey, like, you are the main guy. But I'm also excited to see how Bam and Giannis look on the same team. Because right
mhm.
now they ain't got like, at least they ain't got a lick of shooting. So
Nope.
I'm trying to see what that, like. I don't know. I just want to see, just from that game. I think that'll be a tough game. I think I feel like that's a game that's gonna kind of remind us of, like, early 2000s, maybe 90s basketball. It's kind of just gonna be ugly but kind of gritty.
Yes, sir.
So I feel like that's gonna be kind of a good watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take the easy one and say San Antonio, New York. I feel like your finals
That's fair.
rematch would be fun. I feel like as far as who was left out, I fully understand why from a entertainment value and if you're trying to get ratings, like Steph is box office and makes
Hmm.
100% sense, especially playing on the West Coast, trying to keep people up till possibly 1 a.m. to watch a basketball
Mhm.
game.
Definitely.
He's maybe one of three, four dudes, maybe one of one that could do that outside of maybe LeBron. But Golden State, I feel like is going to be fighting for a play-in spot this year, in all
Yeah.
honesty. And
Yeah,
so I just feel like
I'm
from a
with that.
basketball standpoint, it might be nice to like slide in like Houston, somebody that I feel like has a better shot at being there in May. So if I had to maybe say who was left out, I don't necessarily know that I have a huge gripe at Houston being left out. I'm more so just like from a basketball perspective, Golden State just if Curry's hurt, that game's gonna be trash.
Yeah, that's a good way to looking at it. If Steph Curry is playing a primetime game or a Christmas game, I want to see him versus LeBron. Like those dudes, when they play each other, they never fail their expectations. It's always some crazy game that comes down to the wire, OT or something like that. So I would have liked to see that one be the 76ers Warriors and then the not Warriors, yeah, 76ers Warriors and then the Lakers play Denver because I like to see Jokic and Luca prime time playing against each
You know
other.
what they did there though? They let Braun go back to LA for Christmas. They said you may not get to play at home, but you get to play at home.
Yeah,
Right.
that's fair enough. Fair enough.
That's what they did there.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's and it's also Braun. Like they know. I mean, Braun name still sells tickets, whether you
Yeah,
hate him or love him. I think that's the thing with a guy like Braun. Like until he leaves, he's gonna sell tickets. You know what I'm
that's why
saying?
I hope if it is his last year next year, the so not this year but next year, I hope it's the final Christmas is we can see one more like Braun versus Curry. I would love to
Yeah,
see that on Christmas.
yeah. I just feel like I mean I feel like just the writing's on the wall with Braun. Like I think this is gonna be it. This is last hurrah. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like
you're saying that in the sense of this is his last year, or this is his last couple years.
I think after this deal, you know what I mean? Like
So
after
this
this
2 year deal.
season, yeah, 2 year after 2 year deal, it's it. You know what I'm saying? Because they already said he's not taking no other deal. You know what I mean? So I think it's just at this point, you gotta again, I'm always for like I'd rather see you go out on top. I don't want to see you on the decline, then you go out. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I kind of like want to see you go out like Kobe, like I like you ain't 18 no more, but you still dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
so no, yeah, man. I feel like we do need like one more kind of Christmas, one more season where we get those two guys. Honestly, looking at the lineup, the two games that I'm actually the least excited about has to do with the Nuggets and the Warriors and the Sixers and Lakers, be honest. Like I just don't think they're gonna be the most entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the Sixers and the Lakers, like, I'm sorry, I just don't think the Lakers are gonna beat the Sixers at all. Like not even a little bit.
Dang man, I'm gonna
Like
give
not gonna
Luca Austin Reeves more credit than that. And
I'll give him a shot at home.
we'll,
yeah, I
we'll,
mean
we'll give them. We'll talk a little bit about them more in the
yeah.
summer, but I think I'm even according to our last podcast, I'm a little bit higher on the Lakers than I think. Well, definitely more than D. I don't know about Mike. I can't
I'm
remember.
not. Yeah, I'm not really high on the Lakers. I don't know.
I think it'll be good.
Maybe because I feel like Luca's still he's just in a new city. He's in a situation he was back in Dallas.
Yeah,
Like he's
I think.
not like they literally just changed the colors on his jersey and he was the same. Like I feel like it's still like yeah. Don't get me wrong. Austin Reeves. I think Austin Reeves is dope. I don't think Austin Reeves. I think Jalen Brunson, and I think he's kind of proven that he was a better complementary player to Luca than maybe he would be. I don't know if we can put Austin Reeves on his own team and say, hey, you be the guy and you take a team to a championship. You know what I'm saying? But I think Austin Reeves is dope. You said I just don't see them. I don't know who they can guard. You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna put up points because I think those two guys are good. But I'm leaning to the stereotype. I don't know who they guard. I just don't. I don't know who they're gonna guard. Who are they gonna
There's
stop?
what he's saying. What he's saying is he got
Said it's
Trace
snow time.
Leches. He got Trace Leches in Indiana, He's not believing in the Showtime Lakers, is what he's saying.
Not at
Yeah,
all.
it's black
Not at
versus.
all.
You know what? I might be rooting for the Sixers just because it's black versus white on that day. I'm like, man,
They
that might
got
be
they
the
got
one
and
time
they got like the blackest of black, and not just in the sense of like dark skin, but I mean
they
Yeah.
for the culture.
like Jalen Brown is like, I'm wearing like the hoop earring.
Yeah,
I'm wearing the dashiki.
he
I
for the
got like the
culture for
red.
real.
I got the red, green, and black on when I'm showing up to the
Hmm.
game. Like
Right
he's
on, brother. Come on.
yeah,
Let
showing
me
up
tell
with
you
a
something.
pick.
Look, this is a civil rights game. It just instead of the Celtics, it's the Sixers. Like this is a civil
War,
rights
brother.
game, bro.
War.
Like this is what it is. No, I mean jokes aside, man. Like I said, I like Luke. I really do like Luke, and I like Austin Reeves. I just I don't know, man. I just I don't see the vision. I don't see
Okay,
the
we'll
vision.
see.
My opinion can change. I just don't see the vision right
Okay.
now.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, we got 2 months before the season. I'm not the biggest fan of what the Lakers are doing with Luka. Um, I think he was optimized in Dallas. I don't think they've optimized him, and they just sold again. We didn't even mention that they just sold again.
Yeah,
So
talk about that for your psyche.
to Disney man. So I think that'll probably be a good deal for them in the sale. But it's just like you're basically hitting reset on the team again. So I'm not a fan of what the Lakers are doing right now. But they are the Lakers. They'll probably pivot and figure out something because they've been gift wrapped players before. um,
Yeah,
but let's go ahead and slide this thing over to make them say, huh.
yeah.
We could have probably talked about the Lakers. It was a little there were some head scratching moments with that acquisition and that sale, but we're going to talk about Steve Keim. He's the GM, excuse me, of the Arizona Cardinals. His
Hmm.
business associate, Mr. What is his name again? Mohammed Koulibaly was found dead earlier this month after being essentially found out as a scam artist. And he scammed upwards of $1 million out of several NFL players. So yeah, something stinks to high heaven on this one. Um, some of the facts on this one. I mean, he basically made fake sales on his business and created fake sales on through his business to make it seem like he had a legitimate business and used that money and used that front to basically scam NFL dues out of $1 million. And now he's found dead. So you tell me if it stinks the way that I think it does.
Oh man, people about to hate me, bro. I am not gonna sound pro-black at all on this one at all. I'm sorry, yo. I'm gonna put it this way: certain occupations, I trust certain races. And on this occupation, when it comes to my financier,
Bruh,
I just got to look at the
bruh,
stats and I choose wisely. Look, look, look. My doctor has to be an
bruh.
international woman. My dentist has to be Chinese. And my financial advisor has to be Jewish
Oh Lord.
or
Oh
white.
Lord.
I'm just going to say it. I'm just
Lord.
going to say it. I trust my
Lord.
family, but I don't just trust any random Negro. Not with my money. Too many Miami
Woo.
scammers. Too
I did
many
not
Miami scammers.
I did not think that was the direction you were taking this.
I don't know, brother.
I
I
just
feel
don't.
like we kept getting close to the cliff, and I'm like, surely he's not gonna drive us off. And he just hit the glass. He hit the gas. He said, "We're gonna go." Like, are you prayed up? Do you know your Lord and Savior? Because
Would you like to meet your maker today?
we all going to. No,
They told,
honestly, I'm sorry. You gotta even cut you off, bro.
I just said, one of the dudes gave an interview and he said, I trusted him because he was with my homeboy's entourage. That's a red flag for me.
Nah, yeah.
That's definitely a red flag.
I'll say this. I'll say this. I'm all for supporting black business. Like I feel like I actively
But
go no no
it's
no no
coming.
no 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 it's not but I actively try to look for black business to support. Like and I feel like I'm more willing to chalk up a bad experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? It was one bad experience. It's an outlier. Let me go back. I feel like you have to with that, I feel like even though they're black, we have to take good note of just making sure we're vetting too. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that goes for anybody,
You
whether
gotta vet
it's
everybody, right?
yeah, whether they Jewish, white, Asian, like Marcus, he just like but I feel like when it comes to your money, especially as you're a pro athlete, you have to think about what it took for you to get here. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to think about like, yo, is this money gonna outlast me? You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like if he's with your entourage, you I feel like you have to be vetting these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like what clients you got, what are they talking about? Heck, especially when you got millions of dollars. Yo, if I'm investing millions of dollars, brother, I'm interrogating you. Just because you with my homeboy entourage, that means nothing to me.
Yeah.
Where's the results? And I need to talk to people who have these results. And because I feel like I've always been a one is tell me I don't know if you guys do this when you were interviewed for jobs, right? I would ask you, yo, tell me what you don't like. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm already here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've already decided that I want the job, right? Tell me what you don't like. Let me see what the deal breakers are. And I feel like it's the same stuff. Yo, tell me what they did, how they did you wrong. And then let me have that information. Let me decide if that's a deal breaker. I think especially when you're dealing with millions of dollars, man, I think we just have to be, and again, I'm not a millionaire by any means. I'm just a regular guy, you know what I'm saying? But I think when these guys are millionaires, bro, like you got to do a better job vetting people. Whether they, no matter what color they are, you just got to do a job vetting people because these are the people where you know what I'm saying? You stop playing, then you look at you know what I'm saying? Look at your portfolio, like, yo, where does my money going? Because everybody's taking, you know what I'm saying? So but I think these are the things that, quite frankly, from a financial literacy perspective, we didn't learn this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you think about a lot of these guys are first generation millionaires. They don't have a great uncle, they don't have a great grandfather, like they're learning this stuff in real time. So I think it sucks that it happened to them, but it's an expensive lesson that they learn. You know what I'm saying? So,
My daddy ain't leave me no trust fund.
bruh,
But I
it
just
does it does suck
That's
though to
that. That's
wind up
that
dead.
Martin.
But yeah, to wind up dead though, that means he was like we now it's coming out he was scamming. That means you scammed the wrong person, bro, and you got touched. And I think this has to be a good example. You got to vet people
yeah.
because when you play with people's money, people don't play with their time and don't play with their money, brother. Don't mess with their money, their family, their time. People take those things seriously.
Marcus said a whole lot about I trust this person, I trust this type of person, I trust that type of person. I just want to remind you that the biggest scam artist that ran the biggest Ponzi scheme ever,
Jews.
Bernie Madoff, was
Yeah.
not a black man. He
Hey,
I
was
know.
he right.
white. He was
Hey,
white.
kids, don't listen to me. They the voice of reason right now. I'm just saying. I got my proclivities.
This man basically said, if I get on a plane and the pilot is anything but a blue-eyed, blonde hair or gray hair white
I do.
man, I'm,
I'm like,
I'm getting
I
off.
need to see a license.
Hey,
You,
I'm
Said
just saying.
DeAndre, you were not flying my plane, sir.
hey man.
I'm just saying. Look. And then look. Don't. I know he's gonna be quick for they come and get me because
Nah, 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 nah.
Bernie Madoff grandparents. I'm just saying.
Hey
I'm
man.
just saying they
I picked I
look
look.
without let's just say they may have celebrated Hanukkah is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
I pick my tax pro the same way I do my pickup team at basketball. I'm going off stereotypes. All kind of stereotypes.
Yo,
Shooter.
yo, I low key do that though. I be playing, I be hooping, I be like,
No.
okay, yeah. Hey man, can I run with you? I need to make sure I'm
Mm-mm-mm.
gonna be out here for a little bit.
Why not? They said Tay Crowder, he's the one that he gave 500,000. That was his life
Yeah,
savings. And he's a young dude. He's oh man. I don't even know
Yeah.
what year he is, but Tay Crowder's a young dude. Gave his life savings and lost it. Have you guys ever been
yeah.
scammed?
Probably to
Uh,
like a lower level. Nothing like major that
yeah,
I could think of, but like, I mean, I guess if you include getting like your identity stolen, you're getting scammed. Like I've had my
Never
yeah.
lost
identity
money?
stolen, but never lost money like investing it in something that like I wasn't sure of or that I wasn't aware of because like I don't have enough money to try to gamble with my money.
Yeah.
When I bought my Corolla for $6,000 in 2016. They convinced me to get a $3,000 warranty on my car, and I've never felt so vulnerable in my life because I walked out of there. I got the warranty
Well,
on a.
you paid $6,000 and you paid $3,000 for a warranty.
Yes, I
So they
felt
got
so.
they got
I
Bro,
they got
bro,
nine.
if that car fall apart, you basically buy a
bro,
new car anyway.
I felt so embarrassed the week after. And the worst part is, after I bought the warranty, I had no idea how to use it. Where's the paper? Do I walk up into a mechanic shop and say I have a warranty? How do they figure
You're
this out?
like in I don't know if you've ever seen The Office, but it's like whenever they talk about bankruptcy, and it's like Michael Scott's like, I declare bankruptcy. He's like,
Like,
I declare warranty.
what do you do with that? So I've never bought a
Bro.
warranty again for anything after that. That was like a hard life lesson.
Yeah, I feel like I've never like so I remember we bought our 2016 GMC Acadia. We bought it for like 24 grand. And they talked us to a warranty and we're like talking. And I remember asking my father-in-law, you my dad. He was just like, yo, like, the warranty, this and the third. And I just remember like we drove back. I think that second day, like, man, we're just gonna take it off. I felt like even with our house, we were trying to talk us to a home warranty.
Yeah.
And my brother-in-law was like, yo, the experiences I had, he's like, I just didn't think it was worth it. He said, because yeah, I got this home warranty, but then they will send somebody out. I can't pick the person they send out. They just send out somebody out who's usually on the cheaper end of things.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So he's like, I'm much rather just like, yo, if it gotta be fixed, I'd much rather just deal with who I want to deal with to know it's gonna get done right. And
Yeah.
so, by the grace of God, nothing's crazy happened with our house. But yeah, like I feel like certain stuff I'm just like, nah, but on a small level, I'm pretty sure I got scammed. I just chalk it up like, you know what? No, I did get scammed.
Oh
I did
Lord.
get scammed. Oh, bro. Yeah, this is story time for the pod, bro. It was this dude. I don't even care about him. His name David Manning. I don't even care about him.
Gave it
And I
social
mean,
security, everything.
bro, I was hot because, bro, I remember he told me he had something going on, like he needed bread, $200 or whatever. And I'm the type of guy like I always feel like, yo, I'm blessed, I'm working, God take care of me. So if I feel like you really need it and you tell me you need it, I'm like, all right, man. Like, and I'm not big on I'm not big on loaning money, but I feel like if you really come to me and you tell me you need it, I'm trusting that you need it. And bro, he asked for like $200. And I remember my wife was like, yo, like I would give it to him. Just I'm like, but babe, he said he needed it. So I went against my wife and gave him this bread. And he like, I remember like, okay, he's like, oh, I'm gonna pay you back, this, that. Okay, cool. And like time kept passing, like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? It got to a point where I think we really needed it at one point. And I was like, yo, like, when you gonna pay this back? And he kept having an excuse, kept having an excuse. And it got to one point he just stopped responding. And I finally told him, I said, you know what? I said, you take that as a down payment, or like we good. Like, don't even worry about it. Because that,
Was
like,
this was
I
this a
was
friend?
hot. He was supposed to be a friend. I said, yeah, but he like, I was
He
hot.
learned that day he was not afraid.
I like,
You got to hem this
mind
dude
you,
up.
bro, he was
Yo,
like,
he get angry again. Yo, he's still
bro.
hot.
Because he was like in
I
his
thought we were
40s too.
friends.
Yeah, he was like in his 40s too. Because like I was like, bro,
Old enough to
one,
know better.
I can't. You one, you old enough to know better. Two, I can't respect you as a man. Three, you old big swole muscle neck. I was like, bro, like
He probably
he was
used it on
he
some
was
steroids.
bro. He was the type of guy like dye his beard black and stuff. And I was like, bro,
Oh, you should have known you couldn't
like
trust him with that.
look, he don't even trust himself and trust his aging process. So I knew I couldn't trust him. Bro, to this day, man, I was hot. I was like, man, I can't even say, I won't even say the word, but I was hot. I was
Uh,
like, yeah. I said, yeah, that's okay. I said, that'd be the last time, man. That'd be the last time. I said, you can tell me that you on fire and I wouldn't piss on you to put you out. I
Take
was
that
hot.
feeling and take that 200 and now make it 500,000 and see if
And
he'd be
that,
willing to kill.
bruh, I get it. Like, I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying I understand, man. That's a
But
moment of
I
insanity.
understand.
I understand.
That's a moment of insanity. Think about 500 bands, bro. Like, you probably like, yo, like, I just got to do this for this amount of time. You already got your retirement and now it's gone. Bro,
Yeah.
like that's like stuff people kill themselves off that. They feel like they lost it all, bro. So I
Yeah.
can only imagine what Buddy going through, man. Like I said, I was hot over $200. I can only imagine how he feel about 500,000, bro.
And now we're never getting it back.
And
Yeah.
now he never get because and what could a law do? I don't even think the
You're gonna
law
sue
can
it.
do
You're
that.
gonna sue his estate. Like you ain't
Like,
getting it back.
it
Yeah,
worth nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think and it's easy to look at somebody and be like, man, I would never do that. Like, but you never been in somebody else's shoes. It's people get
yeah.
scammed every day. So it's like you
Yeah.
can think you're the smartest person in the room, but scams happen all the time. So I can't
Hey,
even
speaking
say
of
All the
that,
that I would
time.
be above that.
Call your elders. Anybody over 60, you better tell them. Don't answer none of them phone calls. None of them.
Yeah,
Give me your bank account. I've been hearing about that way too much, man.
yeah.
Call your elders.
Bro, for real, cop, man, hey, look, just a note, guys. If y'all ever get a call or a text talking about the IRS gonna come, IRS ain't calling you and giving you no warning, G. Like I said, let me tell you something. Guess what the IRS ain't gonna do? They ain't gonna give you no warning that they taking your bread. They ain't gonna give you no warning that they sending the police. Guess what? It's gonna be a surprise to you on that day. If the police show up, surprise, you going to jail. Like
He
I
said
remember, like,
you're going to see Chris Brown next week, right? What he say? Give me that.
Give me
bruh,
that.
bruh. I remember somebody telling, like, I think Jay was like, "Babe, I got this message saying like I owe this money, and if I don't pay it back, I'm gonna go to jail." And I'm like, let's see if you go to jail, Jay. Like,
Let's
let's
see.
see if you go to jail, G. Like, cause I was like, let me tell you, I was like, I don't know any police. I said, especially towards black and brown people, but you think the police gonna give you think police give a warning to criminals that they gonna come pick you up? Hey man, I need you to be there Tuesday at 5 o'clock so I can come take you to jail. You think that's a warning given out to people? Come on, bro. Let's think through it.
Well, hey, I don't know this scammer from the next man, but end of the day, he was
You
somebody's
got,
family. So prayers to
yeah.
his family.
Where's his
Whatever that
family,
situation
man?
is. Prayers to the people that even lost their money.
For real.
It's a head scratching moment, but it's real people involved. So
Yeah.
definitely
That's a
pray
tough,
for situation overall to come out as
yeah.
as good as it can.
Yeah, because that's a tough game to be a part of, bro. Can't play with people's money, man. People crash out like that.
For sure. Well, we're gonna end the pod doing something that we always do, our stuck on the boat draft. In honor of the Brodie, as we talked about earlier in this pod, giving flowers, we're gonna draft the most athletic point guards. Order tonight. We got myself, Marcus, Darius, and as always, it's gonna be a snake draft.
Yeah,
So I'm on the clock,
I do a short
and
sip on this one.
I am going to not belabor the point and draft Russell Westbrook.
Amen. All right, I'm gonna go next in line. Probably the only one that can rival him. Speed and jumping
Come on,
ability.
man. Just pick them so I get my pick. You
Derrick
can drag.
Rose, boy, you
Come
know
on
where I
now.
was going.
He's
Yeah,
belaboring the point, like you
yeah.
talked
You
about.
you ain't got to drag this. I know you
Derrick
picking.
Rose,
All right, man. I'm gonna go ahead and go John Morant and then John Wall.
John Morant,
Good picks, good
John
picks.
Wall. You said John Morant, John Wall. Okay. I'm gonna go with Let me give me the 3-time NBA dunk contest champ Nate Robinson
Good
for the
pick
short people.
for the shorties.
I'm gonna go Steve Francis.
That's a good pick. You got another one, Mike.
Yep, you're right. He's got a little bit of smut on his name right now, the way he played in the finals. But I mean, up until this year, he was largely viewed as the fastest dude in the NBA for a while. I'm gonna go De'Aaron Fox.
Okay,
Fox, okay.
it's not on my list. We'll go a little bit throwback. Give Kevin Johnson his flowers, man. That dude had hops.
Good one,
He
yeah.
did. I'm gonna wrap it up because y'all didn't pick my buddy, but he's a LA legend himself, Mr. B Diddy himself.
He
Yeah,
was on my list.
he
He
was
was
on
on
my
my list.
list.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to scoot him up. And somebody I'm surprised y'all didn't pick. He didn't have a long stint, but he had a stint. Mr. Dennis Smith Jr. Mr. Don't Sell
Oh
Out
man,
himself.
he don't deserve it, bro. I mean, he
Nah,
does
he
deserve
do.
it, but he does, but he don't at the
He
same time.
does. He does, bro.
He was
We
he was
said,
thinking he was thinking about J. Cole, and he said, "Let me go ahead and take this dude."
yeah, bro. You said athletic.
He was
DSJ
he
he had
was
buddies.
he was a
He
problem.
was.
He was a
He
problem.
just didn't
Buddies.
use it. I mean, he used it, but he just
He did. I mean, he did, but I mean, you know how the
It
NBA
got
is, man.
used
It's a
up. It got
system.
used up quick.
yeah.
I think he one of those guys where the injuries, he started getting hurt.
Okay. All right. Well, I got to belabor this point because I just heard about this dude over the last 365 days. Forgot what podcast, but they go back and they talk about old players, and I think even 520 might have brought him up or his name up. I checked out this dude named Robert Peck. He's six
Oh
foot
yeah, he's
two.
played
Oh
for the Mavs.
yeah,
He's an
yeah.
assistant coach now.
They a lot of people were saying he was the start of the athletic guard. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick him up, man. Shout out to him.
Oh
Okay.
no, that's a good pick.
I got to give. There's two guys left that I kind of want to pick, but I'm going to go ahead and go with the dunk contest champion. 5'7" was Nate Robinson before Nate Robinson, Mr. Spud.
You gotta do spot.
So let's go ahead and lay out our picks. I'll go first. I got Russell Westbrook. I got Steve Francis. I got De'Aaron Fox, and I got Spud Webb.
All right, I got Derrick Rose, Kevin Johnson, Nate Robinson, and Robert Peck.
I got John Morant, John Wall, DSJ, and who was my other pick?
You say Baron
Barry
Davis?
B. Diddy, Baron Davis.
Dang.
Yeah, I mean a lot of athletic point guards out there. I think we
A lot.
could say that this was, while it wasn't an open-ended draft, that you could have gone a lot of different directions because I still have people that I didn't draft that I could easily see being drafted. So
I only had two more. Who else did you have on the list?
Eric Bledsoe is one.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Who else you have, Mike?
I had Muggsy Bogues just because he's 5'3". If you make the NBA at 5'3", you got to be athletic.
He didn't dunk. I didn't put him on the list. If you ain't dunking the league, you don't.
You know how strong that dude was, though.
I heard, but if you ain't dunking a game, you don't get put on the list.
And then I had Penny, and then I had bias, but Jason Kidd as a younger player was super athletic.
Dang, y'all, neither one of y'all had Stephon Marbury or Allen Iverson.
I didn't really consider AI a point guard.
Yeah, I feel like I could say AI more.
You're right. Yeah,
Marbury,
let me cross that off.
Yeah,
but
you're right. But no, Stephon Marbury, he had that alley oop that he dunked it like behind himself, like reverse. Like there's a couple Stephon Marbury highlights that are insane. So he was at the end of my list.
I feel like even like people like I feel like Ty Lawson was underrated. And even Darren Collison. Like even Darren Collison, like he got some buddies. He just didn't he didn't use a lot. Earl Boykins.
Earl Boykins was athletic.
Yeah. Earl Boykins had some buddies.
Overall, I think we got probably the right 12.
Yeah.
But there's some crazy dudes on here, but I think we got the right 12 to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
So if you're a listener of the pod, definitely comment on our YouTube. Let us know if there's anybody we missed. Again, I agree with Marcus. I think we got the right 12, but
definitely.
If there's anybody we missed, let us know. But as always, please like, rate, subscribe, review, get these views back up. Help us to quit our day jobs. I love my day job, Nike. If you hear this, if you listen to this, I do love my day job. But if I could do this and get paid a band, I would do that.
I wouldn't fight it.
Yeah, I wouldn't fight it. But I definitely appreciate all the listeners. And as always, the boat shall float on.
Peace.
Yeah, another explosive athlete, Mariah Mills.
Athletic on the mattress.
Oh, Lord.